Hello, this is Black117 here, and welcome to another PBL battle between. And this week, I think it's week 6. We are facing against TDGD against the Swedish Seakings. So this week, I noticed his team, and it's kind of hyper offensive in a sense. Like he has clear threats in Charizard X, Manaphy, Celebi. All three of those are very scary. Then you have Skarmory, which is a good defensive wall. Flygon, which I don't even know whether it's a Dragon Dance set or special. Keylolisk was also going to be kind of semi-annoying, but there are other threats we have to prepare for, like the Ditto, the Alolan Ninetales. The Ditto in particular could have just copied any of our Pokemon stats, and if we would say boosted with Necrozma, then we probably would have that would have been bad. And Alolan Ninetales has what is it? That one move, Aura Veil, pretty much cuts all attacks in half, so pretty much allows his mons to set up, like Manaphy and Charizard to set up one, and Flygon to set up, so I have to be very, very careful in this week. So, looking at his team, I figured that the only way to beat his somewhat semi-fast team was to bring the fastest mons I had available, and then have some kind of trick room and priority options available. So this week I brought a Suicide Lead, Greninja with I think only Dark Pulse as attacking moves with the U-turn for momentum. Taunt, just to taunt the Skarm if he leads with it. Also, it prevents any setups from Charizard X, Flygon, Manaphy, Celebi. But more priority is mostly to stop hazards from Skarm. As Taunt, finally Toxic Spikes, because why not? Well, it will just. I figured Toxic Spikes are better than Spikes this week, just because it hits most of his main heavy offense hard. Well, not hard, but it'll just do 12% to his mons at least for every turn that passes. I'm not gonna set up 2. I only need 1 turn. Then we have Krailgen, which I actually think they had a really good matchup this week, with despite all these strong threats, which I wasn't so sure about the other mons, and Krailgen just had a somewhat mediocre matchup, but so I just brought it. It has a very high attack, special defense and HP. Oh, it's not HP, but it's a very high very high special defense stat. So would recover. So I could just kind of semi-stall, not semi-stall, but if I could get Toxic Spikes up, I could semi-stall Celebi and Manaphy. Then I could use Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, just to pick off his most of his mons, since almost everything is weak or neutral to ice. So our moveset's Ice Beam, Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is exclusively for Manaphy and Quillfish. And Rapid Spin, just to spin away any hazards. Recover, just to recover up any HP. So then we have our Mega Diancie, which is offensive this week, just standard. Moonblast, Power Gem, Earth Power, and Rocks. Then we have this very interesting defensive Necrozma set, which has Trick Room. It's a mono attacking set with Trick Room, so at the very least we can it has enough bulk to withstand, I think, a +1 Flare Blitz from Char X. So if we need to, we could set up Trick Room, and then have Rhyperior back to attempt to pick off everything. So Rhyperior this week is very unique, as it has Z Earthquake, Smackdown for Skarm, Ice Punch just for most of his mons like Flygon, Celebi, and Sword Stance just to set up on mostly anything really. Lastly, we have a bulky Choice Band Dragonite. Take advantage of the Trick Room. So like, well, then again, I wanted to bring a Dragon Dance, but I felt that the Ditto might be there, and like Trick Room Dragonite was just might do better than a regular offensive like Dragon Dance Dragonite. Also, Choice Band is can hit very hard, so like I think Choice Band Fire Punch hits Sparm like for 2 KO, and Extreme Speed does like a lot to like I think Extreme Speed with like after rocks kills a Fearless too. Yeah, so also Extreme Speed really need that move to come through, so let's start the battle. Now here, this is where I'm gonna pause here. So I lead with Granger and he leads with Skarmory. So given that I don't want him to like set up hazards, I just go for Taunt just to prevent him from setting up his own hazards, and hopefully I can set up my own Toxic Spikes and just U-turn out of there. So Skarm was a huge threat that I wanted to get rid of. However, he makes a good play, sees this coming, and he goes into Flygon, and now I'm like, okay, he might just now like the fact that he brought in Flygon this early or this as an aggressive switch, I'm like, okay, he's gonna attack me with a super effective hit like U-turn or something. So I decide to stay in and take the hit. So he goes for Bug Buzz, and I'm like, whoa. And as I go for U-turn, get momentum, and pretty much. By the way, the fact that Flygon is choice locked into choice scarf locked into Bug Buzz means Diancie pretty much gets a kill. Diancie was about to get a kill because he has to switch out, and I'd rather get something out of the way. So then he goes back to Skarmory, and I go for Power Gem, and this is an easy 2-hit KO. So Skarm dies, and we prevent hazards from going up. So this is already a very good start of the battle. Now here he goes into Celebi, and this is a very important turn because at this point I felt he might set up with his Celebi with either Swords Dance, Calm Mind, whatever. So I didn't want him to like baton pass straight into Charizard X because that would have been really, really bad. So I could have gone to see a Kragano here, but I make a very like aggressive, somewhat not aggressive, but I make a play and attempt to attack with Moonblast. However, he gets a crit and kills my Diancie, almost recover back to full, and now I have to go into a Cheese Flake or Kragano. And right now I'm like, okay, everything in this team is just I killed Skarmory, so Ice Beam is pretty much the play. So I go for Freeze Dry. I freeze the fucking Heliolisk, and yeah, that definitely lost him a lot of momentum, or that lost TGJ a lot of momentum there. Like I was thinking about going for like a Ice Beam, but I just went for Freeze Dry just to catch the Manaphy. So now this is a very interesting turn of events because now Heliolisk is frozen. Then he goes into Charizard X, and I go for Ice Beam, and that's a clean 2-hit KO right there. Does 61%, so I can just kill it after. I could just go for another. I could technically just go for Freeze right here if I want to. So, but this time I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for Ice Beam just to kill the Charizard X. But he switches out into the Heliolisk and sacks it. Pretty much he lost in that one turn. He pretty much lost Heliolisk, and now Charizard X is at below half. Even though I don't have hazards up, but something like my Choice Band Dragon, I can pick it off. So now Flygon's in, and I'm like, okay, since he has Blood Buzz, I wonder if he's special. So I decided to stay in. And he goes for Flamethrower, and that doesn't even do over 50. It does only 45, and I just take that. And this, he's not living this. So, Freeze Dry, pretty much, at this point, this game is over. It's all over, as that Manaphy says. Like, honestly, Cryogonal, like, just doing a lot of work here. So, goes into Manaphy, and it do a lot of damage to Manaphy. He goes for Scald, he gets the burn, unfortunately, so I'm like, oh great, no, Cryogonal's gonna get worn down by burn. So, here I just go for another Freeze Dry, and he goes into Charizard X, and Charizard X dies, and Snowflake gets another kill. I go for Recover, he goes for Giga Drains just to get some HP back. And I was thinking about playing this game where like I just recover back to like at full, but then I realized nah, Celebi could just set up and just attempt to sweep or something. So here I just go for Ice Beam just to play it safe and just let my Cryogonal die. So that way I go into my Dragonite and just Extreme Speed, kill Celebi, and then he goes into Manaphy and Extreme Speed and kills Manaphy. So GG to TTJ, as we are now I think 4-2. So now in this record in this team. So Cryogonal just put in a lot of work. Yeah, I'll admit the ice or the freeze was definitely unfortunate, given the fact that like he lost a lot of momentum there. At that point, Cryogonal just kept like I just pretty much kept clicking Ice Freeze Dry and Ice Beam. I mean, Cryogonal had like once Skarmory was gone, Cryogonal just did a lot of work, really, and I was very surprised at like how much like damage it was doing. So with the Freeze Dry and Ice Beam, with the when you pair it with Never Ice, so I didn't show off my Trick Room squad, but portion of the team, but at least Dragonite was able to hold the line and just get us a W. So I think next week 7 we battle Mayo. So and I think we're like, I don't know if we're like third in the standings or whatever, but I think that'll definitely determine it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, and I'll see you next time.